Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a topic that some of you might be able to relate. What if a loved one doesn't support what you want to do? This is something that happens to all of us at some point in our lives, and it can be really tough to navigate. So let's get into it. I just want to let you know first off that you're not alone. Everyone faces situations where their dreams and goals aren't fully supported by those they care about. Maybe you want to change careers or travel the world or even start a new hobby, but your loved ones just don't get it. It's a common struggle and it can leave you feeling isolated or even a bit lost. It is also important to recognize that sometimes their lack of support comes from a place of concern. For example, if you're considering something like, getting multiple plastic surgeries or something, they might be worried about your health and well-being. Their intentions might be good, even if their support is lacking. Dealing with a lack of support can stir up a lot of emotions. You might feel disappointed, frustrated, or even question your own goals. It's normal to feel a bit lost when the people you care about don't see things the same way you do. So the reason I decided to come out with this video is because I'm having a hard time battling this situation right now. For context, fitness and living a healthy lifestyle have always been passions of mine. Back in 2015, I was deeply inspired by the aesthetics and discipline of bodybuilding. So I took a leap of faith and entered my first bikini bodybuilding competition. I instantly fell in love with the process, the intense training, the meticulous preparation, and the incredible people I met along the way. Over the next couple of years, I competed in several competitions, even placing first and second as I chased the dream of earning my pro card. However, the journey wasn't without its challenges. My boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband, had reservations about the sport. He saw it as vain, materialistic, flashy, expensive, and even selfish. He also pointed out that I could be short-tempered during prep, and his concerns weighed heavily on me. So in 2017, I decided to hang up my heels. I love my husband so much that I wasn't going to let bodybuilding ruin our relationship. I would do anything for my family, and at that time, stepping away from the sport seemed like the best decision. I unfollowed many of my bikini friends on social media because seeing their posts made me miss the sport so much. I tried to distance myself from it, but the lifestyle just remained ingrained in me. I found this post on Reddit that resonates with exactly how I feel that I'd like to share. It reads, "I do this because it gives me a sense of purpose in my life, outside of my job and outside of my commitment to you and our family. It is my outlet. It's the greatest act of self-love I can give to myself. I could have the hardest day of work and it can make me feel so worn down, but I go to the gym and none of that matters because I can feel strong again. I can feel so overwhelmed with what I have ahead of me, but when I start my day off with my cardio and my training, suddenly I feel clarity and I'm no longer fearful of falling short, but ready to tackle what's ahead. As far as competing, I don't do this for attention from men or from anyone. The only person I seek validation from is myself. I'm trying to be better than the person I was yesterday and the day before and the show before. I devote my time to lifting you up and being your biggest cheerleader and supporting you. Shows are a reward for all the hard work and sacrifice I devote to this. They are my own way of feeling beautiful for a day, for feeling like a queen. I don't step on stage trying to look sexy for other men. I'm not interested in other men. I'm not interested in being with a bodybuilder. I step on stage as an empowered and confident woman. I pose in a tasteful way. The connections and friendships I build with other women backstage is something I genuinely value. If this was you finding this level of joy in competing or maybe marathon running or triathlons, I would be there every step of the way supporting you. Now, 7 years later, I find myself missing the sport more than ever. Every day I wonder, what if? Living with this regret is tough because there hasn't been a single day that I haven't thought about it. I remember how happy I felt during those times, how it made me feel like the best version of myself. Looking back, I realized I lied to myself. I actually convinced myself that my husband's concerns were entirely true. And I started focusing on all the negatives, that yes, it was expensive, and yes, it was a selfish sport. But in reality, it was an investment in myself, with a supportive team working with me. The strong mindset, the willpower, dedication, and discipline I gained from bodybuilding shaped me into a better person. It also taught me how to control my emotions. This sport would have made me a better wife, daughter, and friend, and even future mother. I really miss those happy moments and the sense of fulfillment they brought, and now I want to relive them, to chase my dreams again, and to be the best version of myself once more. I tried to communicate my feelings to my husband, but whenever I brought it up, he would shut my ideas down immediately, saying, "Absolutely not." This often led to arguments and got us nowhere. Eventually, I decided to text him a thoughtful message, expressing my true feelings and offering a compromise. I explained how much the sport meant to me and how it could also be a team effort, with us supporting each other through the challenges and celebrating the victories together. In the text, I acknowledged his concerns and promised to work on maintaining a positive attitude during prep. I also assured him that I would manage our household responsibilities without any complaints and that I had saved enough money to fund my pursuit without impacting our finances. I suggested that if anything bothered him, he could call me out on it, and I was open to finding a middle ground where we both felt comfortable. Hearing my story might have struck a chord with many of you, and I hope it brings some comfort knowing that you're not alone. If you find yourself in a similar situation, whether you're looking for a career change, want to take a year off to travel, maybe take up a dangerous or expensive hobby like racing, facing a lack of support for your dreams from those you love, know that you're not alone. It can be incredibly challenging, but there are ways to navigate this and find a balance. There are some practical steps you can take to handle these situations and stay true to your passions. Some ways to handle the situations is that you can communicate openly. Have an honest conversation with your loved ones about your goals and why they matter to you. Listen to their concerns as well. You can also seek compromise. Try to find a middle ground where both parties feel comfortable. And also always show commitment. Demonstrate your dedication through consistent effort and support them. Ensure that you're always supporting their dreams and goals as well. And lastly, you could also find external support, seeking encouragement from friends, mentors, and communities with similar interests. And ultimately, you always want to stay true to yourself. You need to pursue what makes you happy and fulfilled. Remember, it's your life and your dreams. While it's important to consider the feelings of those you love, your happiness and personal growth are paramount. Don't give up on what truly fulfills you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your stories and thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.